So I know revisiting emotional pain is scary, and I do understand that, but it's the most powerful thing about you. And let me explain that. If you don't release that pain, you will attract what's inside of you because you're focusing on it, either consciously or subconsciously. So if you have these painful memories that you keep consciously replaying, you are going to attract more of that. Whatever you bury inside will resurface in the future, usually in the form of a trigger. And it usually shows up in a bigger, uglier way because you will get triggered at some point. And then it compounds the problem by adding another painful emotional layer to what you've already stuffed down. So if you change what you hold inside, it can't have power over you anymore. So I want you to keep these three things in mind. First, it's not real anymore. The past is over. It doesn't exist. You are keeping the past alive by revisiting it every time you think about it and or get triggered. And third, once you identify it and release the pain, it will no longer bother you. And by bother, I mean you may be aware of it, but you're not falling down that rabbit hole and letting it hijack your day or your week. That is where the freedom lies, in the transformation of what you're holding on to. You have to make an internal shift. If you're someone who doesn't have a lot of visual memories, and I have a lot of clients that don't, this is common. But I want you to know that a feeling in the body is also a memory. Not all memories are visual. So if you get triggered, that trigger is linked to a memory on a subconscious level. And then your body is responding to that as a perceived threat, because that's what your brain does. Your brain's job is to keep you safe. And since the mind and the body are one, that's how it works. So just feel that feeling. You have to feel it to heal it. And then you got to let that go. And remember, you give to others what you have inside of you. So if you're holding on to hurt and pain and misery, that's going to ripple out to those around you. You can't give what you don't have. And for those of you who have had a challenging relationship with your parents, they couldn't give you what they didn't have either. So if you're an adult now, you have to give yourself what your parents couldn't. We aren't blaming them. We're just acknowledging that it happened. That's just the way it was. And then continue to heal ourselves. So transform your pain into peace. That's where your freedom lies. Make the decision today to make that change. The younger you are, the less likely you'll be to pile emotional events on top of each other over the course of years. It's not going to be any easier tomorrow. So take action. Start today. Start healing yourself.